Bon appetit! Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my channel and welcome to my own little corner. Tonight I am going to be doing something a bit different for you guys. Tonight I'm going to be cooking. I'm going to be making Jamaican ackee and the saltfish with fried dumplings and fried potatoes. Yes, I'm going to be cooking for you guys tonight. So come on, let me show you. So this is what we're going to be working with. Here I have my bell peppers. I have my sweet peppers. I have my garlic. I have my potato that I'm going to fry. I have my onion. I have my saltfish. They call it codfish. So I have my saltfish. I have my baking powder. I have my tomato. I have a bottle of water. I have my salt. I have my black pepper, peppercorn. I have a bit of basil, a bit of cilantro. I have my flour. I've already sieved my flour and I've already incorporated my baking powder. I have 2 cups of flour and a teaspoon of baking powder. And I have like just a pinch of salt. And I have my frozen ackees. And I have my pots that are boiling with my water, so it's about ready. So I'm going to be washing my ackees. They're frozen, so I'm washing my ackees. So I washed my ackees, so I'm going to be putting them in the pot with the boiling water. So I'm going to cover my ackee and leave it until it's thoroughly cooked. So while my ackee is cooking, I am going to be washing my saltfish. I'm going to wash my codfish. I'm not going to need all of this because this is a pound. I don't need a pound. So I'm going to use a half of it. So I'm going to be washing my saltfish. To remove some of the loose salt. Then I'm going to add my codfish to the boiling water. Okay, so we're boiling the saltfish to get rid of the salt. Okay. So while my ackee and saltfish is cooking, I'm going to be preparing my flour. So this is my pot for my fried dumplings. So come with me, I'm going to be kneading my flour. As I said, I've already incorporated all the ingredients. I have my salt, I have my flour, I have my baking powder. So I'm going to be washing my hands. Yes, I'm cleaning my nails. So I wash my hands. I'm about to knead my flour. I've already mixed this together. So I'm just using a fork to mix my flour. After I mix my flour, I'm going to be kneading my flour. Okay, so that's about mixed. So I'm going to use my hand to knead my flour. Kneading my flour. So I've gotten all the dry flour, so now this is what it looks like. You can already feel the flour raising, the baking powder is raising. So I've finished kneading my flour. I'm going to wash my hands again. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm going to start the stove or the frying pot for my dumplings. Okay, so I'll wait until the pot is dried. Then I add my cooking oil. This is how we make the dumplings. Breaking them into small dumplings. And we're going to fry our dumplings until they're golden brown. Soft, nice golden brown dumplings. I might not get them all on the same size, but I'm trying to keep them as small as possible. Trying to keep them as small as possible. Give it some nice, dainty fried dumplings. And that's our last dumpling. So I'm going to be adding my cooking oil. Need them to be golden brown. Okay, so let me check on my saltfish. That's my ACKEE and SALTFISH cooking there. While I'm checking, while I'm waiting on that to boil, I'm going to go ahead and boil some water to clean the saltfish after, because I want to take as much salt from it as possible. So I'm going to be boiling some water. I'm trying to extract as much salt as possible from the saltfish. You don't want it too salt, just need a flavor. Okay, so I can go ahead and make my dumplings until my oil is hot. Yes, I wash my hands again. So nice little dumplings. You don't want the stove too high underneath your dumplings because we don't want them burnt, we want them golden. Nice little dainty dumplings. I'm going to use one of my dumplings to check the temperature of my oil. If it's hot enough, then I can start adding my dumplings to the cooking oil. Just a bit more. Oh yes, it's ready. So adding my dumplings to the hot cooking oil. Want to get our dumplings golden brown, not burnt. Okay, so I'm waiting on them to fry. In the meantime, I'm going to be rinsing my bowl for my saltfish. So as soon as this water is boiled, I'm going to be, as soon as this water is boiled, I'm going to be putting the saltfish in some more water just to soak it enough to extract the salt. So now that my water is boiled, I'm going to remove the saltfish from the first boiling water, and I'm going to soak it in some more hot water, some more boiling water, just to extract enough of the salt. Then I'm going to be picking up my saltfish. So we're done. Okay, so I'm going to be soaking it for like maybe 10 minutes in the boiling water, the saltfish in the boiling water. Then I'm going to debone the saltfish. So meanwhile I'm frying my dumplings and doing that, I'll get back to you in a minute. Okay guys, I have cleaned and deboned my codfish, saltfish, so it is ready to be cooked up. And my ackee is cooked and ready. And I have prepared my seasoning. I have my sweet pepper, my onion, my garlic, my hot pepper. I have my tomato, and I have a bit of basil, a bit of cilantro, and some peppercorns which I have minced. So I am ready to add my pot with my oil. So I'm ready to add my seasoning to my oil. It's hot. So I'm adding my tomato to my oil. I'm sorry, I need to get my board spoon. Add my tomato to my oil. Oops. So that's my tomato, and after my tomato I'm going to add my garlic and my onion. So I'm adding my garlic and my onion. allowing them to saute in the oil. Then I'm adding my sweet pepper and my hot pepper. Then my cilantro, my basil, and my peppercorns. So I'm going to cover them to simmer for like 5 minutes. Mix them together. So I'm blending all the seasoning. I'm just blending all my seasoning. I'm going to cover it for like 5 minutes. Allow it to simmer for 5 minutes. Just to get the flavor of the seasoning in the oil. I have already finished frying my dumplings and my sweet potato chips. I've already done that, so I'm just waiting to finish. Then I'll show you the finished product. So my seasoning is cooking lovely. So now I'm going to add my saltfish, my codfish, to my oil and seasoning. Yep, make sure I get every bit of saltfish. Saltfish, codfish. So I'm blending my codfish. I'm blending my codfish with my seasoning. So I need to get all of that flavor, all of that juice soaked up in my codfish, in my saltfish. Codfish, saltfish. I have cleaned and deboned, so there's almost no bone in my codfish. Okay, so I'm going to cover and allow my codfish to soak up all of that juice from my seasoning. See, my saltfish is soaking up that juice. I just need my saltfish to soak up all of that oil, all of that fragrance, all of that La la, you know what I mean? Okay guys, I'm about to add my ackee. I'm about to add my ackee. I'm not going to be cooking the ackee for too long because I want my ackees to keep the pegs whole. So let me just blend my ackee into my saltfish and my seasoning so that it can soak up some of that good juice. Okay. I wish you could smell my kitchen right now. I wish you guys could smell my kitchen right now. I don't want to mix too much because I'm not trying to get my ackee mushy. I want those pegs to be firm. So that's what it looks like. That's my ackee and saltfish. Just to simmer for a few minutes. Cover just to simmer for a few minutes. Okay, as I said, I'm not going to be cooking my ackee for too long. I just want it to stay a bit just to suck up some of that juice. So I'm going to turn my stove off. And there you have it, guys. My ackee and saltfish is all done. See? It is all done. And it is looking yummy. There you go. Okay, I'm going to be serving in a little while and then I will present you with my servings for today, which is Jamaican ackee and saltfish with fried dumplings and the French fry sweet potatoes. Okay, so I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. Okay guys, there you have it. Dinner is served. And this you can have for lunch, breakfast, or dinner. It doesn't really matter. That's Jamaican ackee and saltfish with fried dumplings and a side of sweet potato, French fry sweet potato chips. There you go. And to wash that all down, we have a cool glass of mango tangerine drink. So there you go. Dinner is served. Thank you so much for chilling with me in my own little corner. Thank you so very much. Enjoy. It's yummilicious.